Want to know the only type of pellet we recommend and why? Watch this video to find out. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm David, I am joined by Pickles and Scampi in the background, and today we're talking about Tops Pellets. I'm specifically talking about Tops Pellets because they are the only pellet brand we actually recommend to our clients on our channel and in general, and I want to explore the reason why. Before I start this video, I would like to say a big thank you to Northern Parrots for sponsoring this video and sending me the Tops products so I can show you guys and talk through them. It's much appreciated, and if you are in the UK, we highly recommend shopping with Northern Parrots, purely because they're our favourite parrot retailer. You know, they've got the best customer service and we genuinely like them. But anyway, let's get into Tops and why we like them. Now, Tops is the only pellet brand we actively feed our own parrots, and it's why we recommend them, purely because we wouldn't recommend anything to you guys we wouldn't feed ourselves. They come in multiple sizes. We have the mini, we have, I think, the small, and then oddly, our parrot's favourite, we have the large. Now, these are designed for obviously different sizes of parrots. You have your mini for your budgies, your mini hookbills, you have your small for your medium-sized parrots, and your large for your large parrots. But that's not to say you can't mix and match these. For example, our parrots actually like the large size. I don't know why, maybe because it's slightly crumblier, maybe they like to manipulate it in their hands. But if you do decide to get Tops, make sure you try all different sizes, because your parrot may like a size you weren't expecting. Now, the biggest advantage to Tops over other pellet brands is they're cold pressed and they're not heat treated. Now, when they're cold pressed, that means they do not produce inflammatory compounds. When you heat treat something, like a lot of heat treated pellets and other sort of foods, sometimes that humans eat, it creates inflammatory compounds which, when they get into their gut, can cause all sorts of irritation and problems. The fact they're cold pressed as well also preserves more nutritional value in them. Again, when you heat treat something, it degrades it, it breaks it down. So a lot of those nutrients, a lot of those vitamins are lost in the process. Whereas if something's cold pressed, you lose a lot less of it. It's similar to when you have a heat treated vegetable or a freeze dried vegetable. The freeze dried will hold a lot more of that nutritional value. It's the same with cold pressed, which is why Tops for us are on top of the market. Now, we'll hold up the large because these are our favourites in this house. The other thing we like about them, and there's quite a lot, believe you me, because they kind of like correct a lot of the mistakes we see in pellets. They're corn, wheat and soy free. They're also peanut free, and there's next to no sugar in them. When you look at a lot of other pellet brands, corn, wheat, soy, sugar, they are top on the ingredients list. When you look at the ingredients list on the back, they're normally the first 3 or 4 ingredients, and these are what we call filler ingredients. Now, I've seen the argument that they're not filler because they're expensive. Well, that's kind of irrelevant really when you think about it. These ingredients aren't good purely because they are filler and they have low nutritional value. A little bit's fine, but when the pellet's predominantly made up of these ingredients, it's no good. Again, why we like Tops, because they don't have any of this. Similarly with sugar. A little bit of sugar is fine from fruit and natural sources, but if your parrot's being encouraged to eat the pellet because there's tons of sugar in there, it's no good for their health. You know, think about if you fed sugary sweets to a child, similar effect. Again, Tops doesn't have that problem because there's no sugar in it. And now, I know it sounded like an advert for Tops, but genuinely this is how we actually feel and why we do like them. They're organic as well. You know, I know some other pellet brands have this claim as well, which is awesome. I do love organic produce, it's normally better, although the word can sometimes have different meanings depending on where you are in the world, but organic products are better. And this is something else. I mean, I quite like Marley McCohen's channel, but they also do, Tops do this like Marley McCohen's seed blend, and this has like a mix of pellets. I'm going to read it out the back actually from here. It's got a balanced diet, no artificial colours and flavour, and it's obviously got the cold pressed element to it. I'm actually just quickly looking at the pellets and nuts here, just because it looks, I've done it before, but it looks more realistic on camera. It's a trade secret. And I can't find any of the sort of dodgy ingredients back here. And there's even in this seed mix, Marley McCohen seed mix, there's so much variety in here. I wouldn't provide it on its own. I would provide other stuff and lots of veggies, but this isn't a bad base, and Tops do this. I know other people collaborate with Tops too, but you know, generally if it's got it in there, it's good. And also, just on this basis, you can buy this Marley McCohen seed mix, it's perfectly good, but you can also make your own. Don't be afraid to do that. You can include Tops in it, or just include Tops in that side, which we'll talk about in a moment. So, I've just talked a lot about what I like Tops. Tops is great in many ways. The seed mixes they make are quite good and they're quite well thought out. That still doesn't mean you have to feed pellets. Now, even though it's a sponsored video, and even though I really like Tops, and we feed Tops as a moderation, I would never feed an all pelleted diet. You can't just feed Tops, it's no good either that way. You want a nice balanced diet full of diversity, and I feel Tops has a place in that diet. We probably feed about 5 to 10% Tops. Whereas I don't think Tops recommend this themselves, but I know other pellet brands recommend 80 to 90% pellets. It's no good. Diversity, you want your fresh stuff, you want your seeds, you want some fruits, you want some soaked seed sprouted items. You can have some Tops in there, just have lots of different things. So guys, that was a quick video on Tops. As I said, we are quite big fans of the brand. Of all the pellets on the market, they're the only ones we recommend purely because of the reasons I presented in this video, not due to any actual direct sponsorship. I'm not getting paid for anything for this. I've literally just got some Tops for free just to show you off because I requested it. They're a really good pellet, but again, in moderation and as part of a diverse diet. If you have any questions about it, Scampy's just flown off. If you have any questions or you want any clarification, happy to hear from you down in the comments. I've got loads of videos, by the way, on pellets, nutrition and diet you can explore on the channel. But in the meantime, from me, Pickles and Scampy, before Pickles starts kicking off, take care and see you later.